combine kids. Track is typical morning, you know, like deep, wet, and wow, they're really going fast on the outsides. Big berms on the outsides. I remember that. It used to be so fun. So watch my guys. Not a whole lot of information this morning. I think that for the most part you want them to dissect and, you know, take on the track and figure out kind of their strengths and weaknesses and kind of just go from there. So I'm excited. Like I said, I really enjoy working with the kids. And like I said, like I think over half my kids yesterday rode. I think Chance and one other kid didn't ride, so 2 of them didn't ride. But anyway, let's see what they got. I'm not ready to take that bet. Oh, glad I didn't take that bet.
And it's funny to see not little ones, but younger ones.
There's a whole
doing weights.
2 seconds faster.
Oh, jeez, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
In his second lap, burner.
His second lap was.
That segment would normally be to the see out right out of the first turn. You got the green dotted line. Yeah. The reason why they put it there is for the whole shot, so that they the live timing, you can tell who got the whole shot. Correct. Yeah. So those are the timing loops. So segment 1 is from the finish to the just after the first turn. Segment 2 is all the way to the triple. 3 is to right before the, you know, like the finish line yesterday, the table before the leap. And then obviously from that table all the way to the finish is the section, is segment 4. This track, like I said to you guys, it's so dominant on the inside. When it comes in, not right now. Don't be tricked into carrying all the speed in, you know, because like all you guys, you see a berm, and it's, you know, like the berm is like before the leap, it kind of goes in and it makes it real sharp, kind of like this, and then it goes across like that. And you, like from here to here, you guys are like wide open, and you just bury that thing right here. Don't be scared to like roll out of it here and get, you know, like you can also like cut across and then make the exit faster, because you all the speed in, you lose it here, and then you have no exit speed. You know, not all of you, but just because it looks so good, and it looked like it would always. So like the dotted line around the segment is your fastest segment. So you can see like here he got the most. Like every segment was his fastest to get that lap. Where like you know, like Landon went, the first 2 segments were his fastest, and then the last 2 segments were here. You know, so if you you know, and again, it's you don't unfortunately get to put them all together to claim it, but at least then you can see, okay, well, maybe I got balked over here, or balked here, you know, and so you can kind of understand and break down the lap a little bit more. Just think about the miles per hour and your roll speed that you're losing compared to the 250s a little bit, you know, and then you got uphill, and you got the rolls, you know, so yes, you can be better, right? But also acknowledge a little bit that you're on the 125 and you're those out of the whole track, because you can carry momentum through this section, you know, so you should lose less here, but like that, you know, doing the sand, what do you call it, the wall jump, taking off in the sand, then, you know, the uphill here, that jump out of here is probably pretty still hard for you or not, and then, you know, uphill here, and then the roll is, I think that those are kind of the telling of the story of some of the things that, you know, just try to keep that momentum, don't bog it down. It's actually hard for me to really look and analyze it just breaking it down from like the top three all the way across the segments, 4 segments. And for those that don't know, they break up the track into segments, so they have timing loop, 3 times through the lap, giving you 4 segments. Segment 3 is the longest. It's at, I believe, 57 seconds, so just shy of a minute. So typically you see your bigger swing of differences there because of the extended amount of, the sections and turns and whatnot. So it's interesting. Like we mentioned in one of the early ones, but Chance didn't ride yesterday. So I think that him getting up to speed will be good. And from what I seen last year, working with him and even not working, just being kind of at the events and seeing the results, I don't know that time qualifying is his highest priority. He's not the fastest kid always. Maybe I'm wrong. Apologies if I am. But just from what I see, it's not like I've seen him 3 seconds faster than everybody or, in that. But then gate drops and he gets serious and goes to work. So, yeah, we shall see. The biggest thing I would say is just work on not burying the entry. Like the entry looks so good, like visually you come in, so you can just kind of carry all that momentum and you just get in there and grab a handful. Especially with this tire, as soon as you get on the wheels, it just wants to dig, So like you kind of just like give a little right there so that from middle to exit, you keep that RPM climbing rather than bury you down and
Birthday girl.
Hi. That's all my birthday girl.
Do you feel 10?
No.
No.
Wait, I need one more. Let me see one more. Wait. My favorite present. And I got new earrings that I've been wanting.
Look at me.
Go get him.
This is a bunch of our new stuff that doesn't come out till next month.
Oh, sweet. So you want me to wait a month?
No, you can wear it.
We can wear it?
Yeah,
okay.
preheat it up. People will be wondering about it.
Yeah.
And then there's a black rod.
He's racing Sunday,
I know, so you got lots.
Thank you.
Legit.
Thank you.
Extra lenses.
Yeah.
And then a couple pairs of sunglasses.
Oh.
Aww. Oh, you got goggles? Oh, dang.
Since it's your birthday, we'll let you open them up.
Yay.
Here, boys, I don't know what these are, but you guys can open those and see what they're like.
Whoa. My favorite colors.
I get the red ones, bro.
Dude, look at that.
Dude, these are my favorite colors.
I know, right? How sick's
Blue
that? Those are
and
the
green.
new. So nobody has these yet. Just not even the pro riders. He told me, just us. How cool is that? Alright, getting ready for first moto. Practice went pretty decent. All the guys are, typical jitters and typical I want to say initial when you go from time qualifying, there's just a technique and there's a way you have to ride the track. And I can honestly say I don't know that I never figured it out, but it was never something that I put a whole lot of emphasis on. So I chose to not necessarily put a whole lot of effort into that area. And later on it started to become more key, and a lot of the guys that we were racing were really good at it. So it was hard in the end of my career, but early on, I was good enough, fast enough to, be in the top kind of 5, top 6 gate pick, and for the most part, you're fine in the top 6. So I think the fastest guy I have is Chance. He has 3rd gate pick. So yeah, see how we go. I think it'll be a good race. Like I said a couple of times, like last year, Hymus and Ryder D were a big gap. Like it was a big gap back to 3rd. Those two guys were really a step above. So I'm excited to see today, because we got I think there's about 4 guys that should have a legit shot on paper of battling for this thing. So let's pick gates, let's go racing. Did he just do Louis? No. For me is he announced that in front of the table, and Hymus is like, dude, good luck, and laughed at him, and he's hugging the thing, no problem.
Again, he's just learning. But my biggest thing that I say to him is handle your emotions. Don't get out there and, he gets too anxious and, he's a learner. It's normal. But he gets too anxious and he rides and then he's pissed off and, all those things. And you guys all know that. But if you're able to control your emotions and go out there and just get your job done, you usually ride your best. You come off pumped and then you can keep it rolling. We can all go to shit. And that's every level. I mean, you look at the pros out there and you watch their races and you're like, what the hell? They're all badass. But then they throw it away away or do something dumb. And it's literally, that's emotional. It's not that they physically don't know how to ride. They make mistakes too, you know, so just keep that in mind. And
The leap's a half second faster.
when you can do it. Oh my God, he was scary on that one. I was like, oh my God.
It's a little more level. Looks maybe harder out front. This one maybe is a little deep. Yeah. I would say like one of these two. Yeah, so yeah, we had quite a bit of rain in between motos. So it should be interesting. Because looking at the track, at least from what we can visually see here, it looks like it's like a lot. It's pretty soaked. And obviously RedBud, they put a lot of water in anyway. So it's not like it was on the dry side and it can just suck it up, you know. So I think it's gonna be pretty slippery, and I think start will be key. It's like
I almost died a few times.
Alright, that's a wrap here at Moto Combine. Man, fun day. Just track was really fast in the first one, first practice, and then it, you know, was 4 seconds slower, and it was interesting to see the kids. Wow, it's fast. Wow, you know, all the outsides, and then the next one, it's like, oh wow, track's getting rough. Track's changing a lot. You know, and then first moto was rough. We were looking good. We were kind of like 2 and 3 for a little bit. We ended up 2-4. Jaden rode awesome. I was so proud of him. And then, of course, Mark, Phineas, jumping the leap is probably the highlight for the fans. So, but overall, Mark got a 3rd overall, and I just think that generally, like, the group was fun, and they all took a lot on, and we got rain, and kind of what I said before the gate drop. Like, I was interested to see, okay, we've had Moto 1, we kind of see who was setting the pace. Let's see what happens with a completely different set of circumstances. And you know, we did good and bad. You know, a couple of my guys did better. Jaden, you know, unfortunately crashed in, I think, the 2nd turn, and you know, had to make a pit stop and then get back out there. So good day. And my girl here is 10 years old. I cannot actually believe that she's 10. I'm so blown away.
All day for cake.
Yeah, so I've been busy all day. I want to say thank you for being patient, girl. And now we're going to celebrate my girl's 10th birthday, and yeah, get ready for the national tomorrow.
Yeah.